Every once in a while somebody says to me, oh, I'd love to be a foster parent, but I just couldn't stand to say goodbye and let them go. So let's talk about that. First of all, yes, you could. Just because it would be uncomfortable doesn't mean it would be impossible. Western culture does this a lot, where we conflate things that are uncomfortable with things that are impossible. And those are different things. Of course, goodbyes are uncomfortable. That doesn't mean that they're impossible. And first of all, the reason that we don't have orphanages anymore in this country is that science has taught us that in order to develop naturally, children need a trusting bond with their caregiver. By bond, I mean a relationship, and it must be two ways, bidirectional. The child trusts the parent and loves and respects them, and the parent loves and adores and appreciates and is affectionate toward the child. It has to go both directions. A bond like that with a caregiver is necessary so that children learn skills like empathy and advocacy and delayed gratification and risk assessment. It's just critical. Without it, children don't really grow up. They just grow. And when, like in an orphanage setting, there are dozens of kids around and just a handful of caregivers, the adults cannot build and maintain strong bonds with each child. So ordinary social and emotional development doesn't happen in that setting. That's why we do foster care. It's so that children whose parents are unable or unwilling to care for them for a short period of time still have the chance to bond with a substitute caregiver so that they can continue developing naturally. If you are the parent, foster or otherwise, providing that bond to a child, then you are by definition going to become emotionally connected to and involved with that child and interested in their well-being. And if they disconnect from you, right, because they return to their family of origin, that's going to hurt. It's going to be painful. It's going to be very unfun. But the fact that it hurt means that you were doing it right. Foster care, if it doesn't hurt, you're not doing it right. But that pain, like all pain, is manageable. And that's the work of foster care. It's to build a bond that's authentic with a child who needs one for as long as they need it. And then when the time comes to say goodbye and experience the pain of doing that. And then to take the time to heal and recover and get right again. And for some people, it means to get back in the game and do it again. But goodbyes are just a professional hazard in this business. But don't say that you couldn't do it, because you could. It would be hard, just like it is for everyone else. But you could. And most things that are worth doing are hard.